What's up, geeks, nerds, and all that lie in between? I'm JustACommonFan back with another video. We're still talking about Infinity War, still processing what happened. And in today's video, I want to go over my favorite parts of Infinity War and the parts that I just did not like. Before we begin, why wait? Go ahead and like this video because you know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification right over here somewhere so that you can be notified of all the videos that I have coming up. I have some pretty cool stuff coming up next week. I'm looking to get my hands on a couple of new Marvel Legends film figures, and there's another Marvel film coming out soon that, due to what's happened in Infinity War, I'm kind of excited about. May or may not be talking about that this coming week, so make sure you stay tuned. Yep, I'm wearing the same shirt as I had on in the same video because I haven't had a chance to do laundry. No, because I'm recording this video in the same day that I'm recording the second one because I just got... Sorry, that was Marvel. They've really been enjoying my videos, and they actually want me to come in and be a consultant on Avengers 4. No, that's obviously a lie. But yes, in the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, I'm just gonna keep it going. I'm so excited, jazzed from having my last video, that I had just more to talk about with you guys. So I made a whole new video about it. This is gonna be real quick. I'm just gonna cover some of the things that I just absolutely loved within this film and some of the stuff that I could have done without. First, let's talk about things I didn't like too much. The lack of Black Panther. I know I kind of covered it in a couple of other videos, but if you are going by the trailers and you think that Black Panther is going to have a large presence in this movie, you are wrong. Marvel did not, I'm assuming, have much faith that Black Panther was actually going to be the success that it was. So there isn't much Black Panther, there isn't much Wakanda, and pretty much all the Black Panther and Okoye and M'Baku and Shuri and Wakanda that you get in this film all takes place in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer for this film, you have seen the entirety of Wakanda and Black Panther in this film. That's really disappointing. I mean, in a way, it's disappointing because I love the character. I love Okoye. I love M'Baku. I love Shuri. I love that world that Ryan Coogler and Marvel established within the film. But I also have to say that while I was watching the film, they were bouncing around so much from different character to different character to different character to different problem, that I honestly wasn't missing Black Panther that much. Now, when he showed up, don't get me wrong, I was ecstatic that he was there, and then that's the end of the movie, and so he shows up, and the ending happens, and that's it. But I was a little bit... after I had time to process what happened, I was like, damn, I would have really enjoyed more Wakanda and more Black Panther within the film. I really liked the team ups that they had in the film. I think they were great. I think the team up of Team Titan with the Guardians, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Tony Stark, I think it was great. I think Team Thor was awesome. I think Team Wakanda was awesome. I think the tag teaming that they did with the powers and stuff was really cool. When Winter Soldier picked up Groot and spun him around as I picked up Rocket and spun him around as they shot up all the aliens. I thought was really cool. I really like the fight scenes. I think the fight choreography and the action in here was good. I also think that, I don't know if Josh Brolin did motion capture, but I really think that Thanos looked incredible. I mean, he's completely CGI, and he looks really good in this film. I also really love the battle in New York where Spider-Man shows up. I just love Spider-Man. Like, can Tom Holland just be in every Marvel movie? Like, he was absolutely incredible. And of course, I loved the end credit sequence. I can't wait to see what we're going to get with Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, I guess she's going to be called. I just can't wait to see what her character is going to do. And yeah, I think the effects were good. And oh, and I love I'm probably going to be the only one that didn't mind Hulk being in this movie, as I am a big Hulk fan. But I really am excited for the third chapter in this new Hulk trilogy that's going to take place in Avengers 4. I love the fact that Hulk pretty much got beaten and embarrassed by Thanos, and so now he doesn't want to come out anymore. He doesn't want to fight anymore. This is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that he's so embarrassed by the beatdown he got from Thanos that he doesn't want to come out anymore, and that Bruce Banner and Hulk are going to have to work together in order for Hulk to get the confidence to come back out and help the Avengers in the future. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the progression of that storyline in Avengers 4. Now on to things that I didn't like. The list that I didn't like is not much. I feel like the Black Order was underused. The only ones that get speaking roles are Proxima Midnight and Ebony Maw. The rest of them are just kind of in the background. They didn't play up the relationship and the marriage between Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, whatever his name is. And I really feel like they could have done better with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the Black Order are the bad guys, but I really just feel like they could have fleshed out their characters a lot more within the film. I think the powers of the Infinity Stones weren't as powerful as they could have been. I know they kind of had to dial it back than what they had in the comics, but for example, for the Reality Stone only having power while the person is there, and when the person leaves, whatever bit of reality that they changed is now gone. It's more of just like a party trick. It's more of just creating, you have the power to create an illusion. And if you follow Marvel Comics, a lot of people can do that. Mysterio can do that. Loki can do that. And so it didn't really gel with me that that's how the Reality Stone worked. And a couple of other stones I thought were kind of wonky as well. I didn't like the fact that Spider-Man didn't seem as confident as I feel like he should be. I mean, he's got the blessing from Tony Stark. Tony Stark offered him a spot on the Avengers. He took down the Vulture. He was able to save the Vulture's life as well. So I thought he would be a little bit more cocky and confident. And while he still had his wisecracking and his quips, and he was hilarious, I just feel like he didn't have that overall confident posture, that cocky posture of like, hey, I'm Spider-Man, I'm badass, and I know I can handle this. But maybe that's just me. And it could be also that maybe the Iron Spider suit caused his mouth to be muffled, and it was really hard to understand what he was saying. And I have to say that, one thing that I disliked as well about this film that isn't really a fault of the film is that if you follow the Marvel Cinematic Universe at all, you know that, they've already announced Spider-Man Homecoming 2, or whatever the second film is going to be called. We know that they've announced Black Panther 2. And so it kind of takes away the finality of the deaths of those characters when you know that they're going to have to come back because Marvel's already announced the next films in their franchises. And if they're going to come back, then probably everybody else that was killed by the Soul Stone is also going to come back as well. So not that that has any fault to do with the studio or the film. It doesn't. It kind of just lies with me and how the fact of what I know about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you can't really avoid those things these days. So that kind of upset me a little bit as well, because while it felt final while I was watching the film, after I was able to process it, I was kind of like, they'll be back. So that's it, you guys. I had a couple of more things to cover, but the little light is flashing, which means my camera is about to die. So thank you guys for joining me so much for covering Infinity War for the past 2 weeks. I've had a blast. Make sure to subscribe, like, and be below for the videos that are coming up next week, where I believe we'll be going over what I call the official palate cleanser of the Marvel Universe, which is the next movie in the Ant-Man franchise, Ant-Man and the Wasp. And yeah, we're going to be covering more Marvel awesomeness. I might be throwing some more DC stuff in there. We got Deadpool coming out soon. I got some geek fashion I might be showcasing to you guys soon. So there's a lot coming up to the channel. Thank you guys so much for following, so much for subscribing. Make sure to follow me as well on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff on there as well. You can find me there at JustACommonFan. I can't wait to finish collecting myself and going to check out Infinity War one more time in the theaters to really take in how amazing the movie was. I loved it. Hope you did too. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a common fan. Hey, no, no, no.